morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. Good morning, Lady Pat. Good morning, Lucretia, Riley. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Ann. How are you in Chicago? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's great to be alive. It's our first day of 28 days. We just want to take a few minutes to welcome you in so we can get started. Good morning, Deborah. How are you? I pray your grandmother is doing well. Good morning, Sheila. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Jam. Good morning, Teresa. We have some early risers today. Are you ready to fast from wrong thoughts and wrong foods? Day one today. Good morning, Kamaya. Good morning, Geraldine. How are you? Good morning, Teresa. Why don't you take this time and hit share, post it on your page, invite a family member, invite a friend. We're also going to be live on Winning Wednesday. Honey, can you dial that number for me, please, on the phone? Let's go live with Winning Wednesday, too. So if you have friends that are not on Facebook currently, let's invite them to 218-862-4529. 218-862-4529. Good morning, Monique. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Pam from South Carolina. We're tapping into our Winning Wednesday line now, the Winning Wednesday conference line. So if you like to, 827-956-POUND. So have a friend dial in 218-862-4529, and it is 862-4529. Let me get my husband set up. Good morning, Pastor Baker. Let me get him to dial this in because we have some people. Can you take it off speaker, sweetie, please? Okay, what we want to do is we want to get our Winning Wednesday audience on as well, the Winning Image conference line. So let my husband get set up while you get a couple of friends to come in and join us this morning, and we're going to get started. Dial 218 for Winning Wednesday or the Winning Image conference line. Write this down so if you're ever in your car and you can't get to Facebook, you just want to listen on your phone. It's 218-862-4529. And the password is 827-956-POUND. Good morning, Karen. How are you? All the way down in Homestead, Florida. Hi, Sally Pat. Over in Plant City, Florida. Plant City on the map this morning. Good morning. It's good to see these names and these faces. I am just so ready to get started with these 28 days of fasting from wrong foods and wrong thoughts. And today is our Revv'd day. It's today just to give you the rules of engagement, to let you know how we're going to run this thing so you can be prepared. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, our word of the day that we're fasting from is unprepared. And our word we're going to fast forward into, is to be prepared. So we want to give you the power of choice. And the power of choice in these 28 days is to choose each day who you're going to serve. And to choose each day what you're going to do. And to choose each day what you're going to eat. Because you are what you eat spiritually, and you are what you eat naturally. And so we're going to compound these days and give you a gradual increase of things you can abstain from and things you should be attracted to. Good morning, Val. I saw a couple other people coming in, so we appreciate that. So we're going to give out the conference line again. So if you ever want to just call in or you ever just want to listen in, it's 218-862-4529. Thank you so very much. Good morning again, William. How are you? Thank you for joining us. So listen, what is fasting? Let's talk about that first. What is fasting? Let's just give a quick definition of what is fasting. So the code, I'm sorry, my husband reminded me, the code is 827-956-POUND. What is fasting? Fasting is to voluntarily abstain for our purposes. We're not a church. I'm not your pastor, so I can't call you to a fast. In the Bible, there are times where God will call people to the fast, or a leader of a congregation or a tribe will call people to a fast. I am a teacher. I'm here in the marketplace just trying to enlighten those that want to do better in their life, to be better in their life, and to go farther in their life, to be all that God has called, appointed, and anointed them to be. Remember, God said you only have one spiritual father, but you're going to have multiple teachers. I am a teacher, and I thank you for allowing me to come in today just to teach us a few things about what we're going to be doing for 28 days. Is that all right? So fasting, in our case, is to choose to voluntarily join us and to abstain from certain foods and certain, just excuse me 1 second, honey, let's just not do it today. I have it set tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be set up on our conference line. That's my error, so forgive me, because I don't need any distractions. I need to get you engaged and get you revved up. So fasting for our case, in this instance, is to abstain voluntarily from certain foods or from foods, from certain drinks, but more importantly, and most people just think it's about food, but fasting is a heart issue. Fasting is a mental issue. We have to be ready to fast. You have to be ready to desire to die to some things, or to abstain from some things, to refrain from saying some things and doing some things. So we want to talk to the toxicity of our lives. We want to talk to those things that have made us lethargic in the way we think, and lethargic in the way we move, and lethargic in what we do. We have erroneous thoughts, and we're used to saying things because we're so encumbered with the world and what the world is doing instead of what God is saying and what God is doing. And you are God, made in God's image and His likeness, so we should be doing and saying what God is doing and saying. So we want to renew our minds this morning. We want to rethink some things. We want to address some things. And sometimes you might say, ouch. But it's best to say ouch today than to stand before a living God and say ouch later. Because in the afterlife, there is no do-over. But today, you can do over 2018 all over again and live the way God has called, appointed, and anointed you to live. So in our case, in these 28 days, we're not only going to be fasting from certain foods that we're going to gradually introduce you to. We're not only going to be fasting from certain drinks that we're going to gradually introduce you to, certain seasonings and certain ways of life, but we're also going to be fasting from toxic words and toxic thoughts and toxic actions and self-sabotaging talk. We're going to fast from those things as well, because that's important, because as a man thinketh, so is a man. That means whatever you think you are. You can't get away from your thoughts. So we have to redirect those thoughts so you can think like God thinks concerning you. He says, because I know the plans I have for you, Stephanie. I know the plans I have for you, Larry. I know the plans I have for you, Lucretia. I know the plans I have for you. And those plans are good and not evil, and they're to bring you to an expected end. That's right. God has an expectation for you, so you ought to have an expectation for yourself. Why think one way when God's thinking something else? So we have to be in divine alignment with God. And so we're going to bring our erroneous thoughts, our toxic thoughts, our wrong thinking, and we're going to divinely align with God. And in Genesis, God even gave us a way to eat. Oh yeah, He gave us a way to eat. See, before you were even formed in your mother's womb, God already had a plan on how you should think, on how you should talk, on how you should act, on what you can do, and even how you can eat. And so we're going to bring the Genesis plan into what we think and what we say and what we do, but in what we eat. Because we're going back to the Garden of Eden. Somebody say, we're going back to the Garden of Eden. We're going back to see what God originally planned for us. You know, we hear a lot of people say, well, about long as I live, my 70. And we don't understand that the children of Israel were given 70, which is 70 years, when they were in Egypt, and they start eating what the Egyptian and other foreign nations ate. Oh, but in Genesis 4, look it up for yourself. God said, I shall strive with man for 160 years. Did you know that we all should be living 160 years? And some of us just happen to see 70. Well, let me tell you something. I got 95 on my mind. Yes, indeed. I'm going to live to see my children, my children's children, and my children's children. And if God bless my life tremendously because I'm doing right, and I'm living right, and I'm saying right, and I'm eating right, and I'm thinking right, and I'm being right with Him, I'm in right standing with Him, you might even see my face on the Smucker's jelly jar if you live long enough. You know, when you get to be 100, you get your own Smucker's jelly jar. So I might be on a Smucker's jelly jar. What about you? So we're gonna fast from those offensive things, the things that cause offense, the things that cause us to backbite and gossip and operate in vain talking and jesting and swearing and cursing and those things that we do around the water cooler at home, at our job, or in our house when we think nobody else is listening. But God's ear is always listening to us. And listen, you have a force of angels, good and bad, listening to you, ready to capture your words. Because the Bible says, by your words you're justified, and by your words you are condemned. So we want to speak life. Somebody say, speak life. We want to speak life. We want to go back to decreeing a thing and establish it. And what are we decreeing? We're saying what God says. We're doing what God will have us to do. It's called, remember what we taught in May last year, homologia. Whatever God says, we're going to say. Whatever God thinks, we're going to think. If the king has decreed it and declared it, then we're going to declare it in the earth realm. As it is in heaven, it shall be on earth. So these are our rules of engagement. Very quickly, because I want you to come back every day. These are our rules of engagement. Every day we're going to give you a word. Every day we're going to give you another thought. And every day we're going to tell you about a food you need to take out of your diet if you want to live life healthy. We're going to have a newsletter that's going to come out once a week. And that newsletter is called Eat to Live. And it's by my husband and our business. It's called Going Beyond Weight Loss. Eat to Live. And you are what you eat. So we're going to be talking about spirit and soul. One part is called Soul Detoxing that I'll be authoring that talks about how we're going to detox our soul. And then we're going to talk about our mental capacity, because your soul is made up of your mind, your will, your emotions, and intellect. And you'll hear more about that. We're going to be talking about how we're going to detox our physical body and how we're going to eat right. And my husband, who is going to be authoring that portion. Then we're going to have a nutritionist come on and write articles. We have a raw chef, a vegan raw chef out of Kissimmee, Florida, that's going to be giving us some articles and some tips. We have a fitness instructor that's going to be giving us some articles and some tips. And we have a mental health consultant that's going to be giving us some articles and some tips. So you want to join us and you want to be a part of our weekly newsletter. Now, for those of us that are spiritually fasting as well, you all received a link from me that lists 9 biblical fasts. And it's from a book from Elmer Toombs called Fasting for a Spiritual Breakthrough. Now, if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you want that link, so you can choose one of those 9 spiritual fasts that you can fast from. There are 9 biblical physical fasts. Yes, there's more than a Daniel fast in the Bible. And you want to get serious about breaking addictions. You want to get serious about breaking negative thoughts. You want to get serious about being a disciple. Then there are 9 biblical fasts in the Bible. And you can get that if you email me at rfl@thewinningimage.net. That's rfl@thewinningimage.net. Email me and add your name to our mailing list, and you'll get our weekly newsletter, and you'll get spiritual tips for those that want to branch out into a spiritual journey as well. We are here for you. So here's what we're going to do. Today we're going to tell you what tomorrow is. And tomorrow we're fasting from sugary drinks. So we want you to get ready. Sugary drinks. What are sugary drinks? That's your sodas. That's your canned juices or your bottled juices. Yes, even orange juice, grape juice, those have sugar. They're high in sugar content. We want you to fast from sugary drinks. We want you to fast from coffee if you're putting cream and sugar in your coffee. And we want you to abstain from coffee too, but for some of us, you need a couple of days to do that. I've been doing it in January, so I'm ready. Yay, I'm ready. But you may need a couple of days to still get ready. So tomorrow we're fasting from sugary drinks, soft drinks, sugary beverages, sweetened tea and sweetened coffee, carbonated drinks of any kind, bottled juices and bottled sodas, canned juices. We're fasting from sugary drinks tomorrow. We're going to detox from the sugar. Detox from the sugar. We're starting to detox from sugar. So some of us may say, well, I can't. Well, guess what? Tomorrow's word is I can't. Because we're going to teach you that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Yes, you can. You can do all things. You were made in his image and his likeness, and you are a bad mamma jamma. You can do some things that you don't even know you can do. And I'm telling you, you can do it because I thought I could not, but yet I was able to break those addictions. That's what we're targeting right up front, breaking addictions. And what way to start now with your physical temple is breaking those sugary drinks and dealing with that word, that negative thought, I can't. You're going to be prepared because you were born prepared. Ah, yeah, you were born prepared. Before the foundation of the world, God prepared you to think right. He prepared you to eat right. He prepared you to see right. He prepared you to eat right. He prepared you to live right. He prepared you. So you're prepared to do this right now. Even if you think you're not, you're prepared. You were prepared for such a time as this to join us for 28 days to fast from wrong thinking and wrong thoughts and wrong foods. And I welcome you today, day one. Be back tomorrow. Let's get started on this journey. Listen, start walking. Start walking today. Take the elevator. Don't take the elevator. Take the stairs. Wherever you can walk instead of drive or ride, do it today. Let's start moving this body. Let's start moving our mind. Start reading. Start exercising your thoughts. And today, pull down every negative thought and everything that exalts itself against who God says you are. When those thoughts tell you who you're not, you tell those thoughts who you are. And we're going to teach you how to do that by teaching you how to decree a thing so it can be established in your mind, then it'll be established in your world. All right, Ruby, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Val. Thank those that are coming in now. 6 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning. Let's get started. Tomorrow, get ready to fast from sugary drinks. Get ready to fast from sugary drinks tomorrow. So you already know, get your water bottles ready. We're detoxing. We're fasting from foods that are wrong for us, words that are wrong for us, and things that are wrong for us. If it's wrong, we just don't want it. Hi. Yes. Remember, my husband was giving me a pointer. That's right. Everything begins in the mind, but everything must be applied to the heart. For the heart, literally touch your chest right now. This is your mind. This is your brain, actually. This is your mind. And we want to renew our minds so we can see a change. Edward Hawkins wrote, a change has come over me. That's what's going to happen to you in 28 days. Stay with us, Facebook family and friends. Winning Wednesday line will be up and running tomorrow. I bless you. And I know you're going to have a great and victorious day. And it is so. Manifest. This is Rhonda Ferguson-Lewis, your spiritual and transformational impact coach. And if you desire to join us and get the information we talked about, remember, email rfl@thewinningimage.net and I'll make sure you're on our mailing list. Have a great day, everyone. As a man thinketh, so is he. So let's think, because right now you're already fit, fine, and a fabulous, faithful servant of the Most High God. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.